We gotta take incremental steps. In Canada, it's medicinal. Everybody gets doctor's supervision to get their pot to keep the cops off them. So it's like you're using a doctor as your buffer against a cop oppression. In the United States, we're taking it a step further, cutting the doctors out and just all adults. Starting with the 21-year-olds, they should have all the rights to grow, deal, and smoke marijuana. Hands down.
It's like a tomato!
Some governments are sneaky. What they like to do is divide and conquer. They'll give extra special privileges to a few growers and dealers in the hopes that they can keep the rest of us poor and powerless and continue to be targets of the police. But I stand here with a promise to all of you that I will not stop fighting until it's legalization for all. Not legalization for some, not legalization for the special lucky few, legalization for all. That's right. Even the Bible says the riches of the earth are for all. Google it, it says that. And it just makes sense. If you can grow a plant, you should be able to sell that plant if you got more than enough marijuana for yourself. And I think one day the teenagers should protest until they get the right to smoke, deal, and grow pot, because I tell you, my problems as a teenager were not that I was too high or that I couldn't figure out how to smoke pot. My problems were that I was broke and I had to dodge the cops. Prohibition was the problem. Jail was the problem. Not having enough money was the problem. Being too high, not a problem. Get too high, just fall down, fall asleep, no problem. Yeah, wouldn't overdose and die on it. Couldn't happen. People have tried. I saw this one joint they rolled in Toronto. It was I think a half pound of weed soaked in a half ounce of butter. It was like they were trying to kill themselves with it. They couldn't do it. They gave it a really good shot, but they could not kill themselves with pot. So, if Coca-Cola can sell their caffeinated beverages to little kids using billion-dollar polar bear advertisements, then we should be able to sell to adults in California in 2012, and eventually anybody who can promise not to drive while impaired on cannabis. I think that's the only real danger to others from smoking pot, is if you get too high and get behind a wheel. But that happens now more often than it would if it was legal, because people smoke in their car because they can't smoke at home because it's illegal and they don't want their parents to find out. So there'd be less driving high in a legal environment. And I have good news for you. Right now, 2 days ago in Holland, the Supreme Court in Holland made a decision that says as long as the Dutch can get high legally, so can tourists. Yeah, so you can go back to Holland and smoke their weed again with no problems. They're figuring that shit out. They didn't quite give you the right to get high, but they said as long as the Dutch can get high, the tourists can get high too. Which is better than a punch in the eye. I will mention one last thing before the next act. Before Indelible comes on, I will mention one last thing. The gateway theory. They're trying to tell you there's still people trying to tell you, the DEA is still trying to tell you that marijuana leads to harder drugs. I never saw a crack rock until they threw me in jail with a crack junkie who smuggled it in. Before that, I had never seen one before. So it's jail that leads to the gateway. The jail is the gateway to harder drugs. I felt like smoking that rock just to be defiant against the guys who threw me in jail. I was like, fuck you, I'm going to smoke anything I want, fuck you. And that's the feeling I get, that some people use hard drugs just as a middle finger to the man, and if it was just legal and you went in and got it by prescription, it'd be boring and no one would do it anymore, because there's all this really good weed to smoke instead. I have a dream delicious soft drugs, nobody will go for the hard drugs anymore. We had really good chocolate and cannabis and mushrooms, the occasional DMT or LSD experience, and it was all pharmaceutical grade high quality shit. People would stay away from the CIA drugs, the hard stuff. Or else you would get a prescription for heroin if you were dying of some horrible disease. You could get it by prescription, it'd be pennies per dose. Your doctor would be looking after you, make sure you get the right dose, and it wouldn't do you any harm at all. Look it up, heroin. You can do heroin your whole life long, you get constipated, you might dull your senses, but that's about it if it's pure, clean, unadulterated heroin.
Don't forget about your sex life, David.
Oh yes, my sex life. Let me tell you about my sex life. Cannabis is a time slow down device. 1 minute feels like an hour when you first smoke up. After you become a chronic marijuana junkie, 1 minute feels like 2 minutes. But that's still double. That's still double. That means if you're making love to your woman and you smoke up right before, or your man, depending on who you are,
Or during.
or whatever, or yourself, a minute feels like 2 minutes, and then you get double your orgasm time too. So it stretches that out as well. That's why cannabis is the #1 aphrodisiac on planet Earth, because it makes you feel like you've been going all night long.
Blast off.
After 5 or 6 minutes.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Yeah. How you guys doing today? Is everybody high? Van City. I know that was a kind of a rhetorical question. Yeah, once again, we are Indelible. If you need more info on us, you can check the website, indeliblehiphop.com. Yeah, let's get that beat just crazy. You guys want to dance?
Got a hook, I'm singing, no roof over my head, time blind, never playing it slow, and wherever I go, I can take it fast, and wherever I go, I can take it fast, and I take a look at my living, picture what's ahead, I'd be blind if I said that I know, and wherever I go, I'm taking the fast lane, wherever I go, you know I'm taking the fast lane. Come on, bud, blame this off, I'll never slow it down, squeezing on the trigger, let off, I'm speeding. I'm about to stay away from the cops for leaving, cause I see my fair share of illegal search and seizures, and I'm just leaving. I'm a terrorist chick, so is my terrorist chick. Are you my terrorist chick? She's not down with Mr. Crowley or scrolls that horoscope. Instead deciphering the wars, going to the horoscope. She's too busy exposing Jay-Z to weedy patch over. She's not crazy or lazy smoking a weed sack to Oprah. She's not down with the Christian depiction that God is white, or the southern jurisdiction of the Scottish Rite. Her tabernacle was built with mathematical skill. Swallow more than half of the pill, both eyes on Capitol Hill. Better things to do than spend time on her weed and her nails, staring at planes in the sky as they fly leaving chemtrails. Real revolutionary clenched fist for Mobile. In the lotus posture, looking through the mist of Sophia. Need a terrorist chick, I want a terrorist chick. So where's my terrorist chick? Are you my terrorist chick? I need a terrorist chick, I want a terrorist chick. So where's my terrorist chick? Are
We thought you